Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I am going to be trying out and obviously a wear test of the new KOSAS Color Correcting Concealer. So I actually love KOSAS's original concealer, their brightening concealer. I loved it, but then I have a new love. It was the Lady Gaga one and I haven't looked back since. There were times where I wanted to check it out again to see if I still loved it, but I'm so dedicated to my concealer right now. I haven't really thought about going back to it really too much, but So KOSAS has a new concealer. It is their color correcting concealer and I was intrigued enough to try this out. So before we get started with the video, of course, be sure you are subscribed to my channel, ring that bell so you're notified when I do upload a new video, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up for again trying to upload these videos for you guys. And let's get started with the video. So like I said, KOSAS has a new concealer. It is their color correcting concealer. It is their Revealer Extra Bright Serum-Powered Color Correctors for Dark Circles. It is a mouthful.
That's what she said.
So this does retail for $43.50 and it does come in 5 shades. I got the light medium shade. I believe it's called Illusion. I was leaning more towards the pink shade, but I am not that fair, so I figured Illusion would be the best bet. So this concealer contains hyaluronic acid. It also contains caffeine to help depuff the eyes, and obviously it's supposed to help conceal the dark circles, thus in the name, as well as smoothing and firming underneath the eyes. So it does claim a lot, especially when you have dark circles, because this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer. Personally, I don't like full coverage anything. I prefer medium buildable coverage, as you guys know. I decided to give this a go because I did love KOSAS's other concealer, the original one, so I figured this should be the same if not similar. So again, I decided to try this out. So initial thoughts, I felt like this concealer was pretty thick. Now I know it says it's serum powder, but the consistency just felt pretty thick to me. But when I applied it and blended it out, as you guys can see, it did blend out pretty well, but it did feel a little bit thicker than I would like, but the texture just felt pretty thick. I personally didn't like it, but it still blended quite well, and as you guys can see, it did brighten up my under eyes. The coverage, I feel like it was pretty full for the most part. It definitely covered up that little blue dark circle that I had. I can't really comment on the depuffing part of it because my eyes weren't really that puffy anyways. It did feel pretty cakey, heavy, the texture of it. So when I applied my usual concealer and blended it out, they did mesh well together, which is great. So there was no conflict between the two. So initial thoughts, I really liked it so far. It was definitely hydrating underneath the eyes, even more so than what I am used to. It does contain hyaluronic acid, so it will hydrate underneath the eyes. For me, I think it's a little bit too hydrating. You guys will see later in the check-in, but I do feel like my mascara is smudging a little bit underneath my under eyes here, and that never happens. So I'm a little bit skeptical with that part, but it definitely gives that hydration if you needed it. Okay guys, so right now it is 6:20. I've had this on for pretty much 5 hours now, so this is the first check-in of the day, and immediately I've noticed is that my mascara is smudging a little bit, and typically when I use my usual concealers, this doesn't happen. There's only a little bit of smudging, is nothing to be concerned about, but with my usual routine and to see a bit of smudging, I'm like, what's happening here? So other than the little smudging that's going on, there's no creasing into the fine lines. I kind of noticed that right underneath is a little bit more drier than usual. I don't know if it's maybe because the concealer isn't meshing well with my skin prep. I'm not quite too sure, but it's not really driving too well. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. I just don't like how there's a bit of smudging underneath my eyes right here. Like I said, usually I don't get smudging, but I have a little bit here. So if you don't mind the little smudge here and there, then just ignore what I said. But for me, because of my routine and the concealers I use, I don't usually see smudging or bleeding from my mascara. So I'm a little bit of what's happening here. But we shall see how it will be in the next few hours, because I am going for Japanese barbecue. There will be a lot of heat, so we shall see how well this holds up. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so as you guys can see, I am in my pajamas right now. And right now it is basically 11:53, so I'm just gonna say it's 12 o'clock. I've had this on for 11 hours now. And first of all, I am exhausted. I just had a long day. I went to my chiro, I got my nails done, and I just had dinner with my friends and had a few drinks. So I'm really exhausted, but I need to do the final check-in for you guys just to see what's happening. And other than me looking really tired, I can see that I don't know what's happening right now, but like my mascara is like bleeding onto my under eyes. Like I don't like, my mascara never does this. So I'm assuming it's the KOSAS that's causing the mascara and my eyeliner to bleed, because it never looks like this when I use my regular concealers. You guys can see the bleeding right here. Same thing on the other side. My mascara is flaking a little bit, but again, like it's just the bleeding part of it is really throwing me off. Like I never had it look this bad before. I look like I'm a raccoon right now, and not a cute one either. It definitely did not hold well throughout the evening, and I don't know, I feel like my under eye looks a lot more drier, and with my usual routine, my under eyes does not look like this. So it has to be the KOSAS concealer, because like it looks a lot more drier. Like yes, it did not crease into my fine lines, but it does look a lot more drier than usual. Like it doesn't even look like it's nicely blurred out either. It's just drier. But it's weird because like I guess it's too hydrating or whatever the ingredients are in there that's making my mascara to smudge and bleed. So it's drying, but it's not at the same time. I just look like a hot mess right now. Like it looked like I was just crying a little bit. Like, does it not look like that, or is it just me? But in any case, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this concealer. My under eyes look dry, and the mascara smudge not cute at all. As much as I would love the new KOSAS concealer, I don't know what it is, but this is not it. And I love their original concealer too, so I don't know what is happening here. Like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and it just looks like I cried. Or like I really like squinted my eyes for like a long time, and the mascara and the eyeliner just like transferred to my lower eyes, which was not the case at all. So I don't know what's happening here, and nothing changed other than the KOSAS concealer. So that is the only culprit right now. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan, you guys. So unfortunately, as much as I would have loved to love this concealer, it was not a hit for me. I did see a lot of people hype this up, but like I don't see it. Like it was a complete miss for me. Like I did not like this at all. My mascara looks horrible. My under eyes look dry as heck. So yeah, no, unfortunately not. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, this did not work out for me. But if it does work out for you, great. But unfortunately, this did not work out for me. Despite the product not working out for me, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.